Welcome, honorable members. Let's pray. The Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the offices of leaders and county assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important tasks in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here assemble, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just a faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and the welfare of our county and of those whose interests you've committed to our charge. Amen. So welcome members to this morning session. Today, the Wednesday, 12th February 2025. Clerk.
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next.
Order number 3, messages.
Next.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next.
Order number 5, papers.
Next.
Order number 6.
Next.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
Next.
Order number 8, the Kericho County Revenue Board Bill 2024, second reading.
Thank you, the Honorable Chair for Finance and Economic Planning.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to read the Kericho County Revenue Board Bill 2024, which is an act of the County Assembly of Kericho to provide for the establishment of the County Revenue Board as a body for assessment and collection of revenue for the administration and enforcement of laws relating to revenue within the county, and to provide for the connected purposes. This bill be read for the second time. I request the Honorable Peter Kemoy, who is a member of the committee, to second.
Thank you. So I propose the question that the Kericho County Revenue Bill 2024 be read for the second time. Members, you can now contribute. So silence means concurrence. So I now put the question that the Kericho County Revenue Board Bill 2024 be read the second time. As many of that opinion say aye. As many of the contrary opinions say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, next order of business.
Order number 9, the Kericho County Revenue Bill 2024, Committee of the Whole House.
Welcome members to the Committee of the Whole House. So I propose that part 1 of the amendments be part of the bill. So I put the question that part 1 be part part 1 of the bill be part of the part 1 be part of the bill. So will as many of the same opinion say aye? Will of contrary opinion say nay? So the ayes have it.
Part 2, that clause 6, subclause 2 of the bill be amended by deleting the word diploma and substitute by the word degree, and further amend by adding specific requisite professional qualification. That clause 6, subclause 3 of the bill be amended by deleting the word further and substituting with the word final. Further delete the sentence for at least 2 years before reappointment to the board. That clause 9, part 3 be amended by deleting the words. That part 9, subclause 3 be amended by deleting the new subclause D with the following words: be a member of professional body.
So I propose
Okay, I'll do it again. Part 2, clause 4, subsection C, we add the words with the approval of county assembly. And then that clause 6, subclause 2 of the bill be amended by deleting the words diploma and substitute with the word degree, and further amend by adding specific requisite qualifications. That clause 6, subclause 3 of the bill be amended by deleting the words further and substituting with the word final. Further delete the sentence for at least 2 years before reappointment of the board. That clause 9, part 3 be amended by adding new subclause D with the following words: be a member of a professional body.
I propose that part 2 be part of the bill. Yes, Chair, Finance.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, I want to go straight to, first of all, the proposed amendment of Part 2, 42B. Chairman, why we did not put the approval by the Assembly is this board is going to act like any other agency, like Kewasco, or any other entity by the county government of Kericho. If we have the Assembly approving this, you know, this will be an institution that is vested with a mandate to run its affairs. I'm justifying the amendment so that you, Chairman, you can protect me. I make my point, then he
Allow him to make
he makes his contribution.
his contribution to finality. Then I
So,
will give you
because this
opportunity
is my bill, and we've gone through it as a going concern or as an entity. The only thing that we can approve as an assembly is there are some. If you go through this bill, the part where we are giving them the mandate, because this is a board, so the assembly doesn't have to approve everything, because this is a board that is going to oversee the collection and management of the revenue. So that part of borrowing this is an institution that can be sued, or it can sue. It can incur expenditure, it can do investments. So it is not necessary for us to have the assembly approving that part of borrowing or making investments. The idea is this board is going to ensure the county attains its maximum revenue collection. And then for part 62B, I want to take you to that bill. 62B talks about for the members to be appointed under section 2D, a minimum requirement for a diploma. Of course, we are now changing it to a degree, because we felt we needed people with maximum qualification academically, and people with experience, because we are fighting as a county to ensure revenues are collected maximally. And then we also proposed that we amend by adding specific requirement, specific professional qualifications. If for instance, the drafters of this bill wanted to come up with something very, very tangible, talking about any social science, somebody can come with sociology. Somebody can come with academic political science. And this is somebody who is supposed to oversee the revenue collection in the county. So we realized we wanted to insert that we need a specific academic qualification. If it is economics, if it is finance, a degree in finance, then let us have it there. And then lastly, Chairman, let's go to the amendment on number 9.3. 9.3, this board will have a chief executive officer who will be appointed by the Public Service Board and competitively. So 9.3, to qualify for the appointment as a chief executive officer, a person must possess degree in finance, economic, business-related courses, law or related field from a recognized university, B, have experience. Now, we want somebody who is a member of a professional body. For instance, if you are a lawyer, then you should be a member of the Law Society of Kenya. If you are an accountant, complete with CPAK, then you should be a member of ISPAC. So we want somebody who belongs to a professional body, so that if in any way this person messes, number one, he can be reported to that professional body for disciplinary action to be taken. We do not want a quack. We do not want somebody who doesn't understand what he or she will be doing for this serious body. I think those were the amendments that we felt would ensure accountability and delivery of services is achieved. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Chairman. I think you are clear on that. What was your point of order, Honorable Moses?
Thank you so much, Chairman, for this opportunity that you have given me to contribute to this bill, Mr. Speaker, the county, the bill, Kericho County Revenue Board bill of 2024. Mr. Speaker, with the spirit of the amendments that we are making, it is prudent, Mr. Speaker, that we do due diligence, sentence by sentence, clause by clause, part by part, Mr. Speaker. I'm drawn to the attention of part 2 on the County Revenue Board, establishment of the board, Mr. Speaker, that is on 4.2, Mr. Speaker. The board shall be a body corporate with perpetual succession and a common seal, and shall in its corporate name be capable of, or A, Mr. Speaker, taking, purchasing, or otherwise acquiring, holding, charging, or disposing of movables and immovables property, Chairman. Secondly, borrowing money or making investments. C, entering into contracts, Mr. Speaker. Doing, on part D, doing or performing all other acts or things for proper performance of its functions under this act, which may lawfully be done or performed by a body corporate. I'm not interested with part E, Chairman. The mover of the motion, Mr. Speaker, who happens to be the Chairman Finance, Mr. Speaker, has indicated critically on issues of Kewasco. Kewasco, Chairman, has been on its knees for many years because of lack of a body or entity that oversights its operations. We are at this, Mr. Speaker, that we, Chairman, that we need to do due diligence as we establish these critical revenue board, Mr. Speaker. It is the right, as the Chair Finance has put it, that it is not everything that the county should approve. Mr. Speaker, the role of this county assembly is to oversight. We have to be party. If we give this board authority, for instance, Chairman, to borrow money or make investments, under whose watch is this going to take place? If we give this board, Chairman, to enter contracts, suppose they enter contracts to sell our county, suppose they branch this county to dispose movables and immovables minus a watchdog, Mr. Chairman, I don't think it is prudent for us to go that route. It is my humble submission and my humble request that an amendment be included, that taking purchasing or at seat under with approval from the Kericho County Assembly. I thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Honorable Moses. I give.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Mine maybe is to seek clarification, Chairman, whether the Honorable Moses Rotich from Tendeno Soget was moving fast an amendment, or he was just proposing that subsection 4 from A, B, C, D. I didn't see him mentioning the issues of part E, to be sued or to be sued with the approval. You see, he didn't finish that. I don't know, maybe clarification first, Chairman, before I make my, I don't know, because I came in late. I don't know whether he had proposed the amendment. And if he had proposed the amendment, Chairman, is then you will keep.
This was so much clear that he was not even much interested in part E. Yes, Honorable Gilbert Ngetich.
For giving me this opportunity. I was seated keenly when the mover of the motion Thank you, Chairman. Sorry. Thank you, Chairman, for the opportunity you've given me. Sorry, I mistook you to be the speaker, but you normally appear to be speaker some other time. It's a prayer, Chairman. Chairman, I was seated keenly when the mover of the motion, that is the Chairman Finance, when he was saying this is his bill. And his bill, he wants to direct the bill the way he wants, Mr. Speaker. Because it is a county bill now, that will be ratified to be a law. Mr. Speaker, the oversight is very, very much vital. When he really related this board with the Kewasco existing board, which is being picked by people who really have their own interest, Mr. Speaker, without our approval. It is actually wrong that we really compare this revenue board with the dilapidated Kewasco board. Remember, Chairman, with the Kewasco, we are undergoing challenges at the moment as we speak because of the people who are being appointed anyhowly. Now, Moses was actually reacting on what the chair said, that there is no need for us to oversight the revenue board. Yet, we are trying to put on toe the board now, the even revenue department, on the collection because we did poorly, as you know, Chairman. So the amendment is that I think Moses was actually trying to react on what the chair said, that we should have a clause on this particular appeal where these guys who are being actually directed to be the members of the board be vetted in this particular house for us to identify whether they have a diploma. I don't know why we really say degree. A diploma guy, remember the academic performance may be even vice versa with the actions of an individual. So when we say diploma finance, this one is enough for someone to really man an institution, because someone with diploma in finance is even more competitive than one having degree, Mr. Speaker, when it comes to employing them, Mr. Speaker. Now, Mr. Speaker, the very serious thing is that when Moses said he does not even mind to sue and not to sue, before when they sue, are they capable of managing the revenue? Why are they suing, yet they are the one to be sued because of mismanagement? Mr. Chairman, I'm actually saying that the serious clause in which you should have in this particular appeal is the people who are really to be made to be the members of the board be vetted in the assembly. And this team should be even reported to the assembly quarterly reports. Quarterly reports, Mr. Speaker. I don't want to be given an order. I'm just giving my sentiment too, Mr. Speaker. I'm just saying these people are supposed to be telling us how they are performing. Like the way we've now gone to automation, Mr. Speaker, and we do not know the performance of this revenue collection. We are just saying it has improved. What improvement is that? What percentage are we heading to? The board should be just ready to be giving us quarterly reports on their performance under the watch of the assembly. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Ngetich. It was an information, but I think it has become to an so I give to Honorable Paul Chirchir, Honorable Eric B. Then
Chairman, you're the chairman, you're chairing the session. Mr. Speaker, sir, first of all, let me welcome myself to this session after a very long.
This is a committee of the whole house, Honorable Paul Chirchir.
Yes, Chairman. I am Chairman, I'm informed, reliably informed. Thank you very much, Chairman. I would like to thank the mover of the bill, or the sponsor of the bill, the Honorable Kiprotich Rogon. And before I make my remarks, Chairman, may I please be shown one of the boards in the county that is functional. We have Kabianga Tea Farm Board. We have Kericho Municipal Board. We have Litein Municipal Board. We have Kewasco Municipal Board. And now, soon, to be Kericho County Revenue Board, Mr. Chairman. Are we approving another set of flower girls or a functional board, Mr. Speaker, sir? I want to be shown and I want to go on record. I want to be shown a board that is functional and discharging their mandate ably, efficiently, effectively, and that this county has gotten value for their money. I have gone through the bill, Mr. Chairman, and we need to go back and relook at the bill. For example, 6B, Mr. Speaker, 6B.
Order, Honorable Eric B.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, 6B, the composition of the board.
Point of order, Honorable.
Two.
Point of order, Honorable Paul Chirchir. Point of order, Honorable.
I am
Paul
going
Chirchir.
straight
Point of order.
to the
Point of
section that I
Point
need
of
to-
order. Point of order.
Chairman,
Point of order. Give an opportunity to Honorable Majority, then I will give you. And honorable members, let us restrict ourselves to this bill.
Thank you very much, Chairman. You see, I was seeing a scenario that we are sharing off the road. We are sharing off from the main topic, Chairman. That's the reason I had asked whether Honorable Moses Rotich had proposed an amendment, and if the same amendment had been seconded, Chairman, and that whether you had opened the floor. Protect me from Honorable Paul Chirchir and Honorable Eric
Order,
B.
Honorable Paul Chirchir and Eric P.
Now, Chairman, the reason why I was asking the same question, Chairman, is whether Honorable Moses Rotich had proposed the amendment and whether the amendment had been seconded and whether you had given an opportunity for the contribution on the same amendment, Chairman. Now, if Honorable Moses Rotich had not proposed any amendment and to be seconded, Chairman, we should be discussing the main the only proposed amendments that maybe you've given a green light, Chairman. Otherwise, if we will go one by one, Chairman, pointing out issues and we are not proposing amendments to that effect, Chairman, I think we will be taking a longer time and doing nothing, Chairman, because the rules of debate applies in every motion, Chairman. So in this one, I kindly request Honorable Moses, if indeed he wants this board maybe to be oversighted by the county assembly, he ought to have presented an amendment first. You see whether it meets the threshold, Chairman, then we discuss the same amendment. That was my point
Thank
of
you,
order.
Honorable. Thank you, Honorable Majority. I was yet to give Chairman Finance an opportunity to still poke holes or amend on the issue of the oversighting the board. So before I give you Honorable Moses, please order, Honorable Moses. Order. I give you 2 minutes to inform the House. Honorable Esro.
Thank you, Chairman, for the opportunity. I rise because I've realized we have not understood how bills are being
Order, Honorable Majority.
are being
Order.
done, Mr. Chairman. This bill has gone through various public participation and various scrutiny, Chairman. Chairman, if we will allow amendments which are not really substantial, we will dilute the bill. Allow first, Chairman.
Let him
you know
over his point of information.
You know, we cannot sit here, Chairman, when the people are lying to the House. Kewasco is not a board. It's a limited company, and the operation is different from these other boards. Can someone ask here that where
Order,
Wait first.
Order. Order, Honorable P.
I am informing the House. Can you order?
Honorable Gilpan Yetich, order.
They are lying because, Chairman, someone has asked, can you name any board which is existing? We have Kericho Public Service Board. It's a board and it is being oversighted by this House. Really? Mr. Chairman,
wait, I will give you let him execute his point of information.
Yeah, the reason why I wanted to inform the House Chairman is because all boards like the Kericho Municipal Board, like the Britain Municipal Board, like the like the Kabianga Tea Farm Board, like the Public Service Board. All those boards are established under the County Assembly and they are being vetted by the County Assembly. So, Chairman, if we have failed as a County Assembly on our oversight role, like Kewasco is not failing because there is no, we are not mandated. We are mandated. That is why even the audited accounts are being submitted to the County Assembly for what? For scrutiny. So the House has failed. But Mr. Speaker, Chairman, all boards are being oversighted by County Assembly because they are the body of the
Thank
county.
you, Honorable Esron.
So even after the approval of this board, the selection and the appointment of this board will be vetted by the County Assembly and approved by the County Assembly.
Thank you for that
So,
information.
and anybody which is being vetted and appointed by County Assembly is being vetted by County
Thank you,
Assembly
Honorable
and
Esron.
being oversighted.
I think you have shed a light to this information. I want to urge honorable members, let us desist from mutilating a bill that has undergone a public participation. So I give you, Honorable Chair, let him reply, and then I will give opportunity to each and every, I will give opportunity to each and every person. I will give opportunity.
Thank you, Chairman.
Order,
I'm
order,
not-
honorable members.
I'm not
I will
replying.
give opportunity to each and every person. Order, order.
Before
Honorable RP.
we are still
Honorable
past
RP.
two.
Order. Honorable Moses. Order. I will give everybody any opportunity to contribute on
Replying, but I'm clarifying.
clarification. Point of clarification. Honorable RP.
I want to
Point of
request,
clarification.
Chairman.
Let him clarify on an issue. I will give everybody an opportunity.
Chairman, let me request the Honorable
protect the
Eric
chairman.
B. You had a bill in health which came to this house. We passed it. I want you to just
I will
take
give you
time.
an opportunity. Let him clarify on a small issue. Then I will give everybody a right of reply.
Thank you.
Order, honorable members. I give the chairman an opportunity
Thank
to
you.
clarify an issue.
I'm really grateful because the Honorable Hezron Ngetich has put it plainly. You know, we are talking about Kericho County Revenue Board that should come in place. Why Homa Bay has succeeded in collecting revenues is because of a board like this. Why Kiambu was able to collect the highest amount of money is because of a board. They have an agency like this one. Why are we in this house? We are beginning to poke holes into a bill that was done very well. I can prove here, Chairman, that even ISPAC, which is a very established body, gave its opinion and said this will be the best board to be put in place. Most of this you haven't read, most of these members haven't read. If you go to part, and I want to invite most of you, the composition of the board. Part A, even the non-executive chairperson appointed by the governor in consultation with the executive committee member of finance, this house will approve that particular individual. So there is no way the governor can pick a quack, brings him here, and this house will approve him without considering the requisite qualifications. I want to request the members. Chairman, I want you to protect me. And then number two, why I really thank majority is because this bill came to this house for the first reading. We deliberated on this. If a member was not in the house then, matters that can be discussed here today, is overtaken by events. Because one, we had an opportunity to go through it in part 4, where the Honorable Moses Rotich is trying to propose an amendment. We talked about this board being a going concern. It can sue, it can be sued. This is a practice worldwide. So
Order, honorable members. Give him an opportunity to clarify. I will still conclude, honorable chairman.
Then, Mr. Chairman, there was an amendment that I did not. There was an amendment
There was an amendment that I did
I will
not.
give you an
That
opportunity.
is part 6.
Let him, give him 2 minutes. Give him 2 minutes to make a clarification.
So I want you to go to part 6.3.
Give him his,
No, we have the amendment that I didn't.
he was making a clarification on an issue. Conclude, Chairman. Conclude, Chairman. Let us be orderly, please.
Protect.
So conclude.
We are giving to members.
Yes. Conclude your clarification.
Now,
Conclude your clarification.
part 6. Part 6.3.
So thank you.
Part 6.3.
Thank you. Then I will give you an opportunity.
Part 6.3. The Honorable Majority, let me line. Part 6.3. Part 6.3.
Give him just 1 minute.
It's an amendment.
1 minute. Honorable Bolchiri, 1 minute. 1 minute,
Part
please.
6.3.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sit down, Chairman, sit down. Sir, yes, you are seated down. So, honorable members, let us restrict ourselves to amendment. And I said earlier, let us not mutilate a bill that has undergone a public participation. So I give you an opportunity, Honorable Eric B. You are talking here.
Chairman, thank you. I think, Chairman, this House of
Honorable
Rules and Order.
Ngetich, point of order. Order.
This is a House of Rules and Order, Chairman. After proposing amendment, the sponsor of the mover, I was there and I followed it. You came later. So what I'm saying is, Chair, is that I not want to be informed. I've been seated there. I've not been given an opportunity. Give me my chance, Chair. So what I'm saying is, the Honorable Rogon has actually read through the bill. Let him allow us to ventilate. If you are going to reject the amendment, Chairman, so be it. You cannot come here and lecture us, giving us information, and yet he knows very well that
time, Honorable Eric B.
Chairman, what I'm saying is, the mover of the motion rightfully saying that this is like the board of Kewasco. And I was very keen listening what he said. He said that we have no right for us to have oversight. It is our right as an honorable member to oversight the revenue board. So what I am saying is, Chair, let's follow the rules and order of this House. Let us not be here reading and go as per the standing order, follow the clause.
You want to be informed, Honorable Eric B?
All I'm saying is, yeah, allow me there to finish. What I'm saying is, the amendment
Put your place, then we allow majority to
the
inform the House.
amendment raised by Honorable Rogoni, we are going to reject it. We don't accept the amendment. We need the county assembly to oversight. That is the first issue, Mr. Speaker. Because, Mr. Chair, because if you allow the case of Kewasco, I was the chair head of Kewasco, Mr. Chair, and you said that he is the mover of the motion. He should listen us first.
Order, Honorable Chair, Finance.
It is in record. If you can review.
Honorable Eric B.
Number 2, Chair, allow me to finish.
Conclude, please.
Allow me to finish.
Allow him to conclude.
What I'm saying
the
is,
majority to inform the
why
House.
should you amend by deleting the word diploma and adding degree? What is the essence? We have a very good managers who would have a diploma and they can be able to manage the board. Mr. Speaker, I'm rejecting the amendment, the replacement of diploma and adding degree.
Honorable Eric B, get the information from the chair. Wait, Honorable Majority. I put a point. We are being overtaken by events because I put the question on the amendments on diploma and degree. So I think that part has been overtaken by events. Because I put the question and it is on record. What is the point of information, Honorable Majority? Order, Honorable Members, order. Honorable Members, order.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Chairman, I don't know now.
I think you are conversing in a very unfamiliar language.
Chairman, the issue here is, Chairman. Now, you see, we've deliberated so much. Once you've put a question, you see, the rules of the debate is that whenever we are not in agreement, it's the work of the chairman to put that subject to a question, then we vote. And if the amendment had passed, assuming that one of a diploma had gone through, and it had been voted in the House, then I think, Chairman, we are making serious mistakes on a bill and the rules of the debate, Chairman. My kind request to honorable members is that I think we've behaved in a way that is not orderly, though I'm not the chairman in this case, on issues of the revenue boards. And this one, let the members listen to me carefully, because one, we have several boards. I believe maybe it has been an issue of the slide of the tongue if the chair for finance said maybe we are not oversighting or we are not allowed to oversight the boards. A good example is the Municipal Board of Kericho and Litein. It is being oversighted by this house through the Committee on Lands, Housing and Physical Planning, Chairman. And the one for County Public Service Board is oversighted by this house through the Committee on Governance, Labor, Chairman. The Kewasco is not a board, Chairman, in this case. It is a company fully, it's a limited company fully owned by County Government of Kericho, and it is being managed. Its board, Chairman, the board of Kewasco. You see, there is a limited company of Kewasco, and it has an extension of a board, which the county has got a way of managing the same Kewasco through their respective board members, and one of them is the chairman, is the CC for finance, and the CC for water, and the chief officers are inside that board. And that board now is fully oversighted by the county assembly through the department of, through the Committee on Water, Environment, Energy, Forestry, and Natural Resources. So this one, Chairman, since it will be a board under finance, one, Chairman, this is a different board now, just like it will be an independent board, though the whole board now, since this one will be domiciled in the Department of Finance, it will be still oversighted by this house through the Committee on Finance and Economic Planning. So there is no board or entity in the county government that will not be oversighted by the county assembly. The reason why I was asking, Chairman, as I conclude.
Conclude, please.
Because these things, I was seeing us making a very serious mistake, Chairman, and a serious violation of the same bill. Part 4. Part 2, County Revenue Board. Let me take these members to page, I don't know whether, page number 5, Chairman. Establishment of the board. This one, Honorable Moses Rotich had an intention to give an amendment of the same, Chairman. Establishment of the board. You see, one, we have the County Government Act, Chairman, and we have the law. And we will not be unique to other, we will not be unique from other counties, Chairman, and ways of forming these boards through bills, Chairman. This one, I don't think it is a unique bill. This one, Chairman, Part 2, County Revenue Board, establishment of the board. There is established a board to be known as the Kericho County Revenue Board. The board shall be a body corporate with perpetual succession and a common seal, and shall, in its corporate name, be capable of 1. Taking, purchasing, or otherwise acquiring, holding, charging, or disposing of movable and immovable property. Take, for example, Chairman, a board like County Public Service Board. It's independent in its nature, Chairman. One, when you say purchasing, Chairman, when we allocate money in the budget to a line item in the County Public Service Board, they will have all the powers to purchase, let's say, a vehicle, for example. We will not be saying now, purchase the vehicle with the approval of the County Assembly. It will not be allowed, Chairman. Let's say, in the same note, dispatching or disposing of movable and immovable property. There is a way we do assets disposal, Chairman. Take for example, even in the county assembly, when we want to dispose, let's say these seats, or when the department, one of the departments in the county executive want to dispose maybe the seats that are no longer usable, Chairman, they will not be seeking the approval because there is a set standard on how, on assets and disposal acts. There are some other acts that will be guiding these people when they will be acquiring and disposing. Equally, Chairman, there is this thing that we call borrowing money or making investments. Making investments, Chairman, take for example, this one automatically, despite the fact that this item is here in the bill, Chairman, through the Committee on Finance and Economic Planning, they will be now oversighting the same. Whether it is indicated here, whether with the approval or not, the oversight roles is still domiciled with the county assembly, the committee. No, I'm not concluding. Let him conclude. I'm concluding, Chairman. No, Chairman, allow me to finish. Then
Allow him to conclude.
Chairman, protect me from honorable.
Allow him to make a clarification on that information.
I'm moving to point C, Chairman. Then he will inform me, Chairman. I don't need information now. I'm still informing the House, Chairman. He will get an opportunity to still inform the House, Chairman.
Give you an opportunity. Let him.
No, Chairman, he will still have the opportunity to inform the House. I'm also informing the House, Chairman.
Yes.
Part C, entering into contracts. Take for example, Chairman, when we say entering into contracts, take for example, there is a service that those people require. Chairman,
allow him to conclude.
With information that I'm informing the House, Chairman. There is no point of order when you are giving an information, Chairman, not unless we are not sticking into the rules. There is no point of interjection, Chairman.
Allow him to conclude. A minute, Honorable Majority, then I give you the opportunity.
Chairman, when we say entering into contracts, whether with the approval or without the approval, Chairman, we will look like we are micromanaging an already established board, Chairman. Take for example, when you say entering into a contract, for example, those people want to purchase maybe the systems, maybe the writing materials, Chairman. They will not be seeking approval of this House to purchase, let's say, printing papers. You see, because that is an agreement, that is a contract that they will be entering with a supplier, Chairman. We will not actually need maybe approval from this House for them to enter into a different contract. Take for example, building a border shed. They will not be requiring, you see, there is set ways of doing things, Chairman. Finally, Chairman, no, I was giving a very good example of a board like municipal board.
Order.
So, not unless,
order. I've given you your time.
Chairman, finally, point B, Chairman, doing or performing all other acts or things for the proper performance of its function. Let's say, for example, Chairman, they want to take people maybe for a training or a page marking. They will not need approval from the county assembly, Chairman. Thank you very much, Chairman. I submit.
Thank you, Honorable Majority, and I think allow me, Honorable Members, allow me to put, I will, Honorable Bolchirchir, allow me to make progress. I think Honorable Majority has informed the House on matters that are dealing with this bill. I think I want to allow you, Honorable Bolchirchir. Order, Honorable Moses.
Chairman, thank you. I know you are a fair chairman. Chairman.
Order, Honorable Moses.
County Revenue Board.
Honorable Moses.
Is not any other board. And Chairman.
Members, order. Honorable members, order.
Chairman.
Order.
Chairman, we will not dilute this bill. This bill is very, very important for this county. And since we've not been meeting our revenue targets, Chairman, if today County 035, which is Kericho, wants to borrow a loan, Mr. Chairman, the county cannot borrow a loan without the approval of the Treasury. Mr. Chairman, we will not allow this to just go like that. We will not subject this county through the board by allowing the board to be able to borrow money or make investments. They can make investments, but when it comes to borrowing money, we need to be very, very careful, Mr. Chairman. So on this part, we need an approval. Chairman, the same majority leader was here, he refused to be informed. Why does he want to inform when he refused to be informed? So, Chairman,
Conclude,
I want to concur with the Honorable Moses Rotich that this is a good bill, but we need to make an amendment so that we move forward. That there is established a board to be known as the Kericho County Revenue Board. The board shall be a body corporate with perpetual succession and a common seal, and shall in its corporate name be capable of with the approval of the county assembly. So that on part B, we are covered. So I want to move an amendment, and the amendment will be seconded by the Honorable Moses Rotich, that the board shall be a body corporate with perpetual succession and a common seal, and shall in its corporate name be capable of with the approval of the county assembly. That's number one. Chairman, number two, go to number 2A4. Has had a distinguished career in the field. Which field? We need to be specific. We can say has had a distinguished career in the relevant field, so that it is just not any other field. So I wish to move an amendment to the two to be seconded by Honorable Moses Rotich.
Thank you, Honorable Nani Volpi. Honorable Moses.
Thank you so much, Chairman, for this opportunity that you have indeed granted me to second the amendment on the part 4(2) of this bill. Chairman, protect me from the Honorable Majority Leader, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Majority conference in Lotos.
So that we have an opportunity to read together from the same script and also make progress, Mr. Speaker. This county, Mr. Chairman, is looking upon us. Chairman, I will not proceed until Majority Leader
allow him to converse.
assumes
Allow
the seat.
Allow him, Honorable Moses, to converse in Aloto. Continue.
No, the reason as to why I don't wish to continue, Chairman, is because the Honorable Majority Leader, Mr. Speaker, have been in contention of what we want to propose the amendments and also to second on that matter. Chairman, this county, Kericho County, is a home to all of us, Mr. Chairman. The time we will leave this county is the time of God to go to heaven. Generations, Chairman, are looking upon us. When we go into history, Chairman, we are told one day Kericho County was loaning funds to other countries for that matter. A small district by then had an opportunity to raise revenue to a tune of making loans to other countries, Chairman. Loaning means you had surplus, you had in excess. 50 years, Chairman, post-independence, we are not able. We are at our knees. We have several boards, Chairman. One, we are told of Kewasco. Two, we are told of the Kericho County Public Service Board. Three, Chairman, we have Kabianga Board that they have on this 21st century unable to make profits. they are declaring negatives. We had an issue, Chairman, somewhere in October on issues of revenue. We are not able to fund. We are not able to on-source revenue, Chairman, to run issues in our county. The mover or the owner of this bill, Chairman, we agree that it was time that we have this board, that we streamline issues of revenue. Chairman, it is prudent that we do due diligence for once, so that Honorable Majority Leader, Chairman, is still on.
Order, Honorable Majority.
Well, we are
Conclude, Honorable Moses.
I don't wish to conclude very fast because this is an issue that is binding us, Chairman. Kewasco went to that level because of lack of oversight. Issues of money, Chairman. I remember there was an impeachment. One of the particulars of impeachment was issues of revenue. Chairman, and I'm glad that Honorable Finance Chair is the owner of this, and he was also the mover of the said motion. Thank you, Honorable Chair Finance, for bringing a solution towards this. Allow us that all of us be part of this process so that we do it once and for all. As Honorable Paul Chirchir, I've proposed the amendment of Part 242 to include with approval of the County Assembly. Mr. Speaker, our Chairman, I am therein. When the Honorable Majority Leader talked of entering into contracts, it has to be divined. We cannot make assumptions that contracts may be, as you put it, purchase of printing papers. Let it be put here that they can enter into a contract to purchase printing papers, but a blank statement that is going to backfire on us later, that we entered into contract because we had mandate, minus the approval of this House, Mr. Speaker, it is impunity. Chairman, borrowing money and making investments. We have seen in many occasions, especially when SGR was constructed from Mombasa all the way to Nairobi. People went to loans in China. Did it meet the intended purpose? Yes, I'm borrowing a leaf. This board may go to an extent of making, we may not be able to pay. Let us be brought into the level of concurrence. Let us be brought into the level of engagement. And the only way, Chairman, we will be party to this exercise, to this oversight, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, is through this amendment. Finally, Chairman, as I conclude, finally, Chairman, as I conclude, doing the same thing, the same way, and expecting different results, Mr. Speaker, is a disorder and a disservice to the great people of Kericho. It is prudent that we up our game on matters of oversight so that as we progress, when we appropriate, we get value for what belongs to the great people of Kericho County. I thank you, Chairman, and also second the amendment on inclusion of approval by the Kericho County Assembly. I thank you, Chairman.
So thank you, Honorable Moses, having given an opportunity to each and every person to inform make proposals on amendments. I think it is right time that I put the question on the said amendments so that we can see if there will be Moses has seconded the amendments. Proposal was honorable. The floor is still open. I was suggesting that I will put the question so that we make progress. So I want to propose the question that the amendments that are being made by Honorable Paul Chirchir and now being seconded by Honorable Moses. I'm still proposing the question, yes, so that we can still ventilate on the same. Yeah. So we still have time to ventilate on the same. So I give Honorable Vincent. Yes, strictly on the amendments.
Thank you very much, Chairman, for giving me this opportunity. And Mr. Chairman, members, I want to give my contribution on this. Now, Mr. Chairman, for us to understand this bill very well, we need to compare what the national government has done in revenue collection versus what the county government is doing. And again, the laws that exist. We have the PFM Act, which gives the counties powers to come up with the revenue boards. What I would like to tell the members is the way Kenya Revenue Authority is doing is collecting revenue on behalf of the Kenyan government. The revenue board, which we are supposed to establish, is also to collect revenue on behalf of Kericho County government. Why revenue boards? The reason why we need to have the revenue boards is, first of all, for efficiency in collection of revenue. Again, to avoid political interference in revenue collection. Again, so that we can also improve on the systems. You see, revenue boards is like a parastatal. It is like creating a parastatal within the county government. I would like to challenge our colleagues who said Kewasco is a board and Kewasco has been running. Kewasco is doing business. This board is not going to do business. So we cannot talk of losses where there is no business being done. This is a body that is established to ensure that revenue collection is improving, that there is no political interference, because what we have been facing in revenue collection is lack of efficiency.
Honorable Vincent.
Yes, Chairman.
I had put it clear that our discussion is strictly on amendment. But you are diverting again.
Now, Mr. I'm explaining myself so that I can either conclude.
Listen to me.
So that I will conclude whether I'm for or not.
Yeah.
So I have to back up my statement so that I can also give out
Moses, please
where
consult in
I am
letters.
for. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, if we discuss the chairman, Mr. Chairman, if we bring every issue of this board, which is supposed to be independent, for us to approve everything in the assembly is like bringing political interference and making it even be more inefficient in collecting revenue. This board should be independent.
Honorable Vincent,
and
I'm not getting your aspect of amendment.
What I'm saying is,
you have contributed all along.
I'm saying I'm rejecting the amendment because we need to have this body to be independent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who else have? About the motion. Honorable majority.
Chairman, thank you very much, Chairman. Maybe before I even oppose the amendments, Chairman, I kindly request that because of familiarization with this bill, Chairman, I want to suspect that the honorable members had not enough time to interact with the document, Chairman. I kindly request, if this House will allow me, and if the Chairman will allow me, I move a motion to defer this discussion or this debate, Chairman, to next week, Chairman, for us to further deliberate in our Kamugunji before we proceed, Chairman. If you will allow me, Chairman, I now move, you will allow me to move the motion of deferment to next week on Tuesday from 9:30 a.m., Chairman. We move on with this discussion and this amendment and this motion to be seconded by Honorable Gilbert Ngatite, Chairman for Roads. We defer the same motion to next week, and we will consult immediately after this, Chairman, at our common room. Then on Tuesday, we will be good to go, Chairman. Allow me to invite Honorable Gilbert Ngatite to second my motion, Chairman. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chairman, for the opportunity you've given unto me also to really second the move in which the honorable majority has taken, that we make a further consultation over this particular motion, which is actually a very good motion, but seemingly we are not all reading on the same script. Before we really mutilate this particular motion, Mr. Chairman, I really request that you really give us time, as the majority leader said, that we ventilate and really agree on some of the rules of the game in this particular board, because we really have boards which has been existing. The chairman, Lance, is forgetting very fast that we had a board, municipal board, last term, being led by Honorable Barnabas, where 31 million was lost. And we could not even comprehend at that particular point how the money was misappropriated, Mr. Chairman. And by then, it was a board which was really in place, being guided by the CC Chairman. So we wanted to see this board now in existence with a different fashion. So because of the directions from the mover of the motion, Chairman, I beseech that you really allow us that we defer this particular motion, this particular debate, and we go and actually make a consensus on the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Gilbert Ngatite, for seconding on development of the bill to next week, Tuesday, I think, at 9:30. So now I want to, I now rise to put a question that, propose the question that so I just want to propose that the bill that has been before us has been deferred to next week, Tuesday, 9:30. And I rise to put the question. Honorable, yeah, as I've already proposed. Thank you. Chairman stands to be guided. So now I've proposed a question that we divert on deferment. We can contribute on the same. Honorable Maritim. But you are already up on your knees, even I have not given you the opportunity.
Chairman, this is a 1 minute man, and it's very important. I will talk.
Continue.
Chairman, I agree with the deferment of this motion. Then, Chairman, I know it is a very important bill, and this bill should not be discussed in a Kamukunji, Chairman. We should be given time to go somewhere and deliberate on these issues, Mr. Chairman. Yes, Mr. Chairman, can you protect me from Honorable Paul Chirchir? I know
give him time to
execute
execute
this
this
point.
point.
Kamukunjis, where there is chaos. We need proper induction. I am a member of Finance Committee, Chair, and this bill need induction. I see some members here. They don't even understand what the bill is. Yes, so we need induction of 10 days, Mr. Chairman, probably Mombasa or Zanzibar, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable Esron.
Thank you, Chairman. I rise to support the adjournment, deferment of this debate, because Chairman, we need to do further consultation and probably for an opportunity, Chairman, for members to go and deliberate and read through the bill. The problem we have in this house, Mr. Chairman, is that where this bill has gone, as was done way back, and we have gone out for almost 4 times on public persuasion and going to deliberate on the report. But Chairman, you know, we don't take things seriously. Now when it is now the time to come and pass it, that is when we come, we wake up from slumber. Any revenue, any board which is being established by the county assembly is subject to be oversighted by the county assembly. Like the Kericho Municipal Board, one member just raised that we lost money. We lost money because there was an inflation on the PQ, and that is why when we were passing the IDEP yesterday, we said even we had to approve even the IDEP before they proceed. Secondly, we
order.
Yeah,
Order.
County Public Service Board was Public Service Board was established the same as this Revenue Board, and then now we will be informed in making now the decision on the coming and approval. So I support.
Thank you, Honorable Ngetich. Honorable Edikbi. Thank you, Honorable Ngetich. Honorable Edikbi. Let us use the least time to make our contribution.
Thank you, Chair. I'll just use 2 minutes. Chair, I want to support the deferment. Reason being, this is a very important bill, and we've seen the effort of the chair. He has gone round the clock by struggling and ensure that we come up with this bill, so that we don't want to kill the bill. And of course, Chair, we are not going to hang ourselves. We are not going to block ourselves by saying let's be on hurry. You cannot hurry because hurry has no placing. So let's go through this bill well, and ensure that when we come to any amendment, it should be binding. The amendment you are going to make should be very binding, Chair, so that as we table the bill next week, it shall be of great importance of our people of this county. So I support the amendment and request members deferment and request members to support. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Anthony Ruto.
Thank you, Chairman. I also stand to support the development of this very important bill. As we are all aware, Chairman, that revenue collection in our county has been a thorn in the flesh. And we cannot, as a county, be able to roll out projects and programs without revenue. Chairman, I want to say, if we as honorable members have not understood every detail in this particular bill, then we are lost. So I want to say, let us have time so that we can be able to peruse through this bill, so that by the time we will be deliberating on the same in the House, then we have already understood what is contained in this particular bill. For example, Honorable Chairman, my brother, Majority Leader, tried to clarify some sections that are contained in number 4. But there is one section that was not clarified. That one, borrowing money and making investments. This revenue board, we want to put this board in place so that we'll oversee the collection of revenue. And when you bring this idea of borrowing money, for what? It beats common sense. Making investments, for what?
Conclude, Honorable Anton Ruto.
So, I want to agree that let us reschedule the discussion on the same so that 1, 2, 3 things can be clarified. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Anton Ruto. I just want to give this opportunity to Honorable Martin Cheruiyot and Honorable Peter Kemboi, Honorable Amos Piriri, in that order. So then I will rise up to put the question.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman, for giving me this
Limited time,
opportunity.
Honorable
Also,
Order, Honorable Majority. Order.
yes, thank you, Chairman, for giving me chance to also second or to contribute to support the deferment of this bill. Honorable members, this is a very important bill that is it will be in charge of the county revenue, collection of county revenue, and the functions that are enumerated therein. So I want to support that we have more time so that we ventilate more on these issues. Let's not have a rush decision because this one we have to get it right. If we are going to rush, we need to have time so that we discuss, we bring on board what it will actually help us move forward in terms of management of revenue. So I want to say that Chairman Finance and Economic Planning has done very good work job, but let's have time to ventilate so that we, as a House we don't mutilate this bill. It's a very good bill that we've looked forward to having one so that we manage the finances of our county. So I support the development for more ventilation.
Thank you, Honorable Martin. Honorable Peter Kemboi. Peter Kemboi, please. I'm almost concluding. Moses, you have had an opportunity, please. Let us give to those members who haven't had an opportunity on the same to make their contribution. 2 minutes, Honorable Peter Kemboi.
Thank you, Chair, for the opportunity you have granted me. This bill is very sensitive, and it is very important to our county, as Kericho County. And I want to urge, as I support the deferment, I want to ask through the chair that as we defer, we need to give us a clear direction so that we cannot come here on Tuesday also to start the discussion. I need the seriousness of the honorable members. We get time, we go somewhere, we do a serious deliberation on the same, because this is a key document which is going to guide this Kericho County in terms of revenue collection. Without revenue collection, we are heading to now some of our wards have not even started their works, because the key issue is revenue collection. So it is a document, or it is a bill that is going to guide us and to direct us if we want to improve our Kericho County. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Moses. And finally, I give it to Honorable Amos Pirit. Finally.
Thank you, Chair, for this chance you have given me so that I contribute about this bill. Actually, I want to congratulate honorable members who have decided to postpone this bill, because for anything to be done, for county to progress, if there is no money, we cannot progress. Therefore, let us not rush. Let us take time to decide something which can help our county. Because this bill, no need for us rushing. I have agreed to honorable members who have postponed to be next week, so that we can sit and discuss how we can solve this problem. Otherwise, we have been having many problems about this collection of revenue. Collection of revenue, without revenue, nothing can be, no progress in our county. And because this bill, let us agree, all of us, to sit and discuss something which can help us. Otherwise, thank you, Chairman, for this chance you have given me to contribute. Let us consider the work of the county.
Thank you, Honorable Amos Pirir. I now put the question that the Committee of the Whole House on the amendments of the County Revenue Board 2024 be deferred to next week, Tuesday at 9:30. So now I put the question that as many of a similar opinion say aye. Aye. And as many of contrary opinions say nay, and the ayes have it.
Thank you, members. Welcome. I know you've had a very engaging session during the Committee of the Whole because of the importance of the bill that we are debating. So, Clerk, next order, let me call the chair to report on the deliberations of the Committee of the Whole.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. And I'm glad, Mr. Speaker, sir, that I wish to report to the House that a motion on Committee of the Whole House has deferred to next week, Tuesday at 9:30 for further consultation and amendments. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you very much. Who is the seconder of the motion?
I call upon Chairman Finance to second on the same.
Chair Finance, proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion that the chair has proposed. Mr. Speaker, we felt that as a committee, the members ought to be inducted. And Chairman, Mr. Speaker, I've already made arrangements, which I want to believe the House will agree. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., a member of the ISPAC, the Chief Officer of the Finance, Dr. George Kirer, and our legal officers in the County Assembly will be here to brief the members on the importance of this bill, the places or the areas members felt ought to be amended. I want to believe it will be clarified tomorrow. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to beseech my colleagues to be here at 10 tomorrow, because we'll have a serious team to guide us on this bill ahead of Tuesday, so that we end the many proposed amendments some of these members were making, which some of them might not be necessary because the bill is good. I want to second the motion proposed by the chairman.
Thank you. I think the point of order has been overtaken because the member has taken his seat. So now that the motion for deferring this matter has been moved by the chair and has been seconded by the chair, Committee on Finance and Economic Planning, and given that you've deliberated on this issue during the Committee of the Whole, we might not allow for discussion because you've already dealt with this matter. So what I just want to maybe remind ourselves is that the chairman finance has said that you meet probably from tomorrow, and this matter has been deferred to Tuesday next week at 9:30. So I now direct that the Committee on Finance and Economic Planning should sit together with the members tomorrow, and we have a very conclusive report. I know this bill is one of the most critical bills that we need to get it right from the word go, so that at least once we pass this bill, it will assist the county government, of course, to manage the revenue. So I may not propose. I want to put the question. I now rise to put the question. The question on the motion of deferring this matter to next week, Tuesday at 9:30. As many of their opinions say aye. As many of the contrary opinions say nay. The ayes have it. So thank you, members. Being no other business, I think this sitting stands adjourned until today, 2:30 p.m.
Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness has appointed the officers of leaders and county assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants, whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important trust in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here, assemble and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country and of those whose interests you have committed to our church. Good afternoon, honorable members, and welcome to this afternoon's session. That is the Wednesday, 12th February 2025, 2 p.m. Clerk, order of business.
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next.
Order number 3, messages.
Next.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next.
Order number 5, papers.
Next.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Next.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
Honorable members, I think we have one response to the statement raised by the Honorable Peter Kemboi, that is the member of County Assembly representing the great people of Kapsusir. So I just want to call upon Chair Education so that he can respond to that statement. I give that opportunity to Honorable Irene Chepet, who happens to be the Vice Chair, Education.
So thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this opportunity to table this report. Honorable Chair, Education is away on official duty. Number 2, the names of the contractors of the said projects and the directors of the companies. Number 3, if the contractors were fully paid. Number 4, the total cost of the ECD classrooms. Number 5, if there is a pending bill on the said project. So that was the statement. It has taken long, and we have to acquaint ourselves on that particular matter. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, we have the executive summary, we have preface, but I would request, through your indulgence, Mr. Speaker, I start from the background information. Is it okay?
I think, Honorable Member, it could be, it will be in order that you read the entire report.
Okay.
Because it took this Honorable House the time and money to produce the said report. Okay. So you go in line between a line.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, I will start with the executive summary. Standing order number 204 and the second schedule to the same mandates and gives powers to the Committee on Education and Child Welfare to oversee the assigned county department and report on this Honorable House with findings and recommendation on a given assignment as directed by Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is on this basis, on the basis above that the committee in the process of oversight by responding to the statement undertook the inspection exercise on the ECD centers as inquired by Honorable Peter Kemboi. Therefore, this report entails the findings and recommendations of the Committee on Education and Child Welfare during its inquiry of ECD centers, that is Borboruet and Samituk. Under preface, Mr. Speaker, sir, it's my honor and privilege to present to this Honorable House the report by the Committee on Education and Child Welfare on the findings and recommendations of the report by on statement by Honorable Peter Kemboi. 1.1, the mandate of the committee. The Sectoral Committee on Education and Child Welfare derives its mandate from the provision of our standing order number 204 and the second schedule to the standing order, which define the functions of the committee as follows. Function number 1, or A, to investigate, inquire into, and report on all matters relating to the mandate, management, activities, administration, operations, and estimates of the assigned departments. Part B, to study the program and policy objectives of departments and the effectiveness of the implementation. Part C, to study and review all county legislation as referred to it. Part D, to study, assess, and analyze the relative success of the departments as measured by results obtained and compared with their stated objectives. Part E, to investigate and inquire into all matters relating to the assigned departments as they may deem necessary and as they be referred to them by the Assembly. Part F, to vet and report all appointments where the Constitution or any law requires the Assembly to approve, except those under Standing Order number 198, that is on Committee on Appointments. Part G, to make reports and recommendations to the Assembly as soon as possible, including recommendation of proposed legislations. The specific sector, education and child welfare, on the highlighted issues as annexed, and I've read through that statement, and I hope you still remember. The statement was committed to the Committee on Education and Child Welfare on the same day for inquiry and reporting to the Honorable House for debate and consideration. The committee, in its resolution, reserved to request the office of the clerk to write to the county executive member, committee member in charge of education, youth affairs, sports, culture, and social services for responses to the statement raised. It was responded via a letter dated 11th July 2024. In undertaking the exercise of fact finding in the committee, the committee cross-examined the document from Executive Department of Education, Culture, Libraries, and Social Services. The committee, Childhood Development and Education ECD centers implemented by Kericho County Government under the Department of Education, Youth Affairs, Sports, Culture, and Social Services. Number 2, that financial year. Port Borwet and Sami took ECD projects were executed during the financial year 2016-2017 and 2019-2020 respectively. Cost details. Sami Took ECD Center was constructed at a cost of 1,127,127. Port Borwet ECD Center was constructed at a cost of 1,122,740 and some cents, that is 80 cents. Number 4, no bending bills. Both projects were completed with no bending bills, indicating that all the financial obligations related to their implementation were settled. Number 5, the Sami Took ECD project has several cracks on the walls associated with poorly done structural work. Number 6, it was found from the head of institutions at Sami Took that the contractor distanced himself from involving the school management. So here is a table that summarizes the name of the project, and the amount allocated, including also the directors of the companies. Number 1 is the Port Borwet ECD project. The contractor or the company name is Johnland Works Limited, BO Box 39, Danai. The amount is 1,127,127 127,600, that is, and 62 cents. The director is John Lan. Bending bills, none. Number 2, Sami Tuk ECDE Center. It was done by a the name, company name is a Sub Network, BO Box 494 Kericho. The amount is 1,122,740 cents. The name of the director is Elijah Rono and David Rono. There is no bending bill. 4.0, committee recommendations. The committee made the following recommendations. Number 1, the Department of Education should ensure the designs prioritizes safety, accessibility, and child-friendly environment. These include appropriate classroom sizes, secure play areas, and accessible toilets. That is recommendation number 1. Recommendation number 2, the department should ensure the facility is inclusive of features that accommodate our children with disabilities, such as ramps and the specialized learning tools. Number 3, the department should ensure that qualified, experienced, so the department should ensure that qualified and experienced contractors within a proven track record is constructing education facilities or are awarded to ensure quality standard and timelines. So the local community, that is number 4, the local community involvement. Engage the community, the local community, in the construction process to foster a sense of ownership and ensure the facility meets the community's need. Number 5, the Department of Education should ensure payments of any works that are done okay, let me repeat. Number 5, the Department of Education should ensure payments of any works are done upon proper documentation to avoid payment of works not completed. Number 6, the county head of public health and the public works should access the project at Samituk and recommend for further actions by the Department of Education, Youth Affairs, Sports, Culture, and Social Services. Recommendation number 6, the county head of public health and public works should access the project at Samituk and recommend for further actions. I don't know if it is a repetition to the department. And we have acknowledgement, Mr. Speaker, sir. The conceptualization and development of this report was made possible by the selfless commitment of numerous officers and individuals who contributed the expertise and diverse human resources to make sure this assignment came into completion. Mr. Speaker, sir, I take this opportunity to express my reflective gratitude to the members of the committee for making up their valuable time to carry out this imperative assignment. I also appreciate the Secretariat team attached to this committee for their technical support accorded to this exercise. Finally, Mr. Speaker, sir, special attention must go to the office of the Speaker of this County Assembly and the clerk for facilitation, for the facilitation that was accorded to the committee in fulfillment of this oversight role. So up to there, Mr. Speaker, sir, I have a voluminous document here, and maybe after clearing. There are some things that are not found in our annexures, but there is a voluminous document, and I think the same has been shared to the laptops of members of the Education Committee. So thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, sir, sorry.
What is your point of order, Honorable Majority?
Maybe clarification from the mover, Mr. Speaker, sir. Has the information been shared in our laptops or in the website so that we can access through our laptops? Which is which, Chair?
I call upon Chair, Education to share on the same.
Mr. Speaker, the clerk, the Education, informed me that he shared with the members of Education team in their laptops.
Through which platform, website?
I think website. Okay, and emails.
I hope you will work with your network within your laptop. So now I open the floor for honorable members to at least contribute to the same. Honorable Kiprotich Rogoy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, first of all, I want to take this opportunity to, I don't know whether to reprimand or to call the Committee on Education to order. This statement was sought last year in February. Is it?
July.
February.
February, yeah, last year.
That is in 2024. And the Committee on Education, if you look at even the research they did, it is hardly 2 pages. I expected it took time because they had to go down. And I want to invite you, Mr. Speaker, and the members who are seated here, to committee recommendations. And recommendations, if you look at in page 5, 3.0, committee findings and observations. If you go through this, there is nowhere this committee established any anomaly. You know, we are given the amount of money, we are given no pending bills. So even the question, the only thing that I got to read here is Army Tugisi project has several cracks on the walls associated with poorly done structural works. We expected even to see some of the, maybe even the roofing was not done properly. They should have done some photos. Though the mover of the report has indicated she has voluminous documents in a file, and she was candid enough to say that she shared, or the committee clerk shared with the committee members of education. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, even myself as a member, we are trying to audit this. I'm unable to access the same information that the committee members have. You know, next time, share with the entire house, because the report that you have does not belong to the Committee on Education alone. It belongs to this house. Mr. Speaker, look at now, the observation is that small, and even the recommendation, I expected to see any punitive action taken against the 2 contractors doing the job. Because I want to invite you, Mr. Speaker, to, there is a document, that is the payment voucher attached. So forget about that one. I want to invite you to a document that has this. You know, Mr. Speaker, the shocking thing, the Kapsus Reward, the 2 ECD centers must have lost money. Because if you look at this, we expected this contractor to have a retention. But you know what has been shown here is only VAT 3% and withholding tax of 2%. Retention 10% is not even provided for. It is only indicated, and unless in that voluminous document we have the retention. Because one, before you pay for the retention, you go and assess the ECD center that was built. If there are cracks, you tell the contractor to go back to the site to do the job, then you come pay the retention. it is not captured in this document. And this document was there for more than 1 year. We used to think the Committee on Education was the most active committee because it was led by our Deputy Speaker, who is now, he ceased being the chairman. But I know the chair, the current chair, is also a very active man. The Honorable Irene is equally active. I want to, Mr. Speaker, the report that we have in this house is not conclusive. You know, even if we were to hold the 2 contractors to account, in this report, there is nowhere that is indicated we can go after the 2 contractors for us to recover the money that we might have lost for the poor job and the shoddy work they did in the 2 ECD centers. Now, because we are fighting for justice, I want to request the Committee on Education to fine-tune this report unless the person who raised the statement is satisfied. Then, Mr. Speaker, I can say this report is not properly done. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Borogony. I just want to give Honorable Anthony Ruto.
Honorable Speaker, sir, for giving me this chance so that I may also contribute to this very important report. I want to thank the honorable member who have just spoken. And I share the same sentiments with him. This report, Honorable Speaker, is wanting. It is not convincing. Everything is general. The original intention of the raiser of the statement was that the classrooms were never constructed up to the standards. That was his concern. But when you look at the findings and observations and also recommendations, the recommendations are not answering the concerns of the honorable member of that ward, Kapsuser. In fact, the recommendations are general. In fact, when you look at all these, they are general. They are not taking us anywhere. After capturing all those recommendations, what next? We want what next? Money was used. Taxpayers' money was wasted. What actions are they supposed to be taken so that at the end of the day, the value of money can be realized? But when you tell us that, the local community involvement, general, the Department of Education should ensure the payments of what? General, taking us nowhere. We used to have a lot of confidence and trust in the Committee on Education. But today, you have shown us your nakedness. Honorable Speaker, sir, with your indulgence and guidance, these people should go back
and give us comprehensive and detailed report on the same. Another thing again that is wanting in this assembly, Honorable Speaker, is time frame. The statement was raised a year ago, February 2024. The department responded on the same July. Look at that time. Meaning that one is a very good indication that there is laxity in the department and also in the committee. From July to date, the report is being presented in this house, and people, the committee, are coming here with a lot of confidence that they are presenting a report that is long overdue. It is of no use. It is of no. Remember, the constructions again of these ECD centers were done in 2016. Look at that time. We are now in 2025 and also 2019, 2025. So there's a lot that is required of us as an assembly. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Anthony Ruto. And I think this is a wake-up call, not only in Education Committee, but most committees, that whenever settlement is raised, chairman stands and responds that give us 1 week, give us 14 days, give us 21 days, and I think we are seeing. So I just want to give this opportunity to Honorable Kilpat Ngetich.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Sorry I was late, but I have managed to catch up. And I've seen it is a response from a Department of Education where the statement was raised by Honorable Peter Kemboy. And I've actually concentrated on the committee's findings and the observation. And I'm perturbed. The recommendations, the observations in which the committees realized when they were doing these checks and balances, they are assenting that there were some mistakes. Like I've seen the cost details. Sami Tugisi this center was constructed at a cost of 1.127. Barbara with that figure 1.22, and then they give this Sami to project as several cracks. Number 5. Can we check number 5? Sami to ECD project has several cracks on the walls associated with poorly done structural work. And what are the directions from the committee? I was asking Honorable Anthony whether the chairman is in or the vice chair. I do not know. I'm not even sure who is the vice chair.
Vice chair is in, Honorable Ngetich.
The
Vice chair.
Honorable Irene.
Irene, yeah, who was the mover of the report.
Who was actually tabling the report. Honorable Irene, we are surprised when you really got to know the real information of a mistake done, where an honorable member was just concerned to raise a statement to salvage a situation or correct a situation in which it can be dangerous to the children who are really using the facility. Mr. Speaker, when they give up very plain recommendations like this, whenever, let us match the recommendation number 5 and the point number 5. The Sami Tugisi deployed several cracks on the walls associated with poorly. Mr. Speaker, the DS who has been in this committee, I don't know whether he was consulted in bringing this particular report, but we used to take the committee to be very serious at that time when the DS now was actually chairing. And Mr. Speaker, if this is the results of the reshuffles which was made by the Honorable Majority Leader, I think we are heading to a wrong direction. Because whenever a statement is sought, we require a candid report, a report which can actually teach other people not to do mistakes in which others did in 2019, a report that can actually make people. I remember there was a report from Honorable a statement raised by Honorable Anthony, in which people, we ordered people to be taken to EACC. We CC the EACC to investigate that matter. And it is actually this morning when I was being called that the letters were made to EACC. And they are already summoned to appear there to go and actually say, why didn't they Marama Road about 400 meters, which was not marramed in a particular ward? Mr. Speaker, allow me to take this opportunity to inform the honorable members. I was working on something to do with roads. Those pending works, which was actually which was awarded but not done, the 14 days is lapsing tomorrow, which from the letter made from the department. If those people have not yet reported to CHOP, that work will be retendered. And we need seriousness, because you cannot actually have an award letter and sleep on it. Same to this, you cannot go get an award letter and do shoddy work and think that you will go celebrating scot-free. I was to inquire from number 5. The cracked wall, the crack wall on the crack on the walls, which is indicated it's poor work done. I wanted to inquire from the department. The retention of this 10%, was it paid? Is there any money we still have belonging to this contractor? Because if the 10% is not yet paid, that money should be used in renovating the mess. And I would have expected such a recommendation in the recommendation side. So, Mr. Speaker, I expect you, I really emphasize that you will give a direction that will teach people a lesson, that will also take these people back to the drawing board to give us a report which is watertight, a report that can see this assembly progressing and serious in the work being done. Thank you.
So at this point in time, I just want to give this opportunity to Teresa of the statement, Honorable Peter Kemboi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for the opportunity you have granted to me. I want to say that from the statement that I raised, taking a full year, and the report we are getting right now is not satisfying at all. Mr. Speaker, sir, I know of so many statements which was raised before this. I don't know, Mr. Speaker, sir, if it is upon who is raising a statement so that the committee can act it upon, or which criteria do we use? Because several statements has been raised last year, 2024, from March, May, and coming downwards, and they have been responded well. When you see with the response on this, even check on the findings, number 3, the cost. The cost that we have been given for Samituk is 1.127127. But when you come to the table for Samituk is 1.122740. It doesn't match with what is given on the finding and observation. So, which means I think this is a lot of guesswork. There is no serious findings here, Mr. Speaker, sir. Number 2, with the recommendation that they were looking about the size, even if it is conducive for the PWDs, so there is no recommendation on the same. If the committee visited the site, they have not quoted if the size of the classroom is worth, if they constructed as which can accommodate even the PWDs. it is not included here. But according to their recommendation, it is just general, as if we had raised a statement about all the general ECD schools that we have in Kericho County. I want to say that unless there is a sabotage somewhere, Mr. Speaker, sir, because even in the annexures, if they visited the site, they could have attached the photos here, which means the committee rely only on the findings from the executive and make a conclusion from there. So I don't know how they come up with this observation of number 5 if they didn't make a visit. And if they do a visit, where are the photos attached to this to prove that there are cracked walls? Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to say that it is quite unfortunate that I've been following and asking. The statement that I have raised have not been tabled for close to a year now. It is not about the matter of reshuffling, because reshuffling of the committees, which was done just recently, I think it is around 2 or 3 months ago. But the statement I raised early last year, that is on February, which is 1 year down the line. If the committee who took over, who was doing this report, I think they have acted positively, but the report should have been tabled by May. And if the classroom has some crack walls, which is not conducive for our children, do we wait until the classroom collapse with our children? Because we need a serious recommendations here. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to say that maybe unless the committee also do a thorough investigation and give us a comprehensive report. When you see even the contractor distance himself from the school management, not even the community, the school management, what kind of contractor is that? And if it was so, what was the work of the public health and public works? Did they visit the school when the construction was going on? Or it was just handed over the contractor, wait for the payment, and they have done the payment fully? So, Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to say that I'm not satisfied at all on this report. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Peter Keboy. So I think each and every member here have heard what has transpired within this report. So I now give directions that the Committee on Education, led by the chair that was acting on behalf of the chairman, that they redo the report. And I think they bring back that report within a week. 7 days. So I give, let me give this opportunity to Honorable Irene, who was the mover of the report, to at least be on record, responding on the 7 days that I've given directions.
So, thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. So I think we've heard the genuine concerns of the members, and it is prudent that the committee redo this particular work within the 7 days. So I'll pass the information. Thank you.
So we are in agreement that the report will be ready by 7 days. Thank you, Honorable Irene. So there being no... Yeah. What is it, Honorable Rogon?
Mr. Speaker, somehow I've also come to, sometimes we give benefit of doubt whenever there is an anomaly. But I have gone through the statement that was raised by the member. And if you, I want to invite everybody to go there. Of course, he sought, number one, the bill of quantities of the said ECD classroom. Number two, the name of the contractors of the said project and the directors of these companies. Number three, if the contractors were fully paid. Number four, what was the total cost of ECD classroom? Is there any pending bill? Mr. Speaker, I felt maybe the Committee on Education were able to answer to these questions without, stating whether the ECD classroom is properly done. I want to invite the honorable member who raised a statement. He should have shed more light on the status of these ECD centers, because one, the Committee on Education were able to answer to this, but then they were unable to tell if the ECD centers are collapsing.
What is it, Honorable?
I don't wish to be
Point
informed.
of order.
Is it point of order? Based on what standing order? No, but I'm on the mic and I don't want to be informed.
Conclude, Rokwanya.
Based on what standing order?
Give him your point of order, Honorable Kilpat Ngetich.
Mr. Speaker, never allow rudeness in this house. This is a house of order, and the Speaker is giving the permission. Out of common sense, Mr. Speaker, I should not know the standing order. We really, that's not my work so much. I should know the basics. If you are working on the details, it's up to you. Now, Mr. Speaker, I was seeing something, the Department of Education. The honorable member is trying to really misguide the House, that the questions raised by the member was charged but answered. Mr. Speaker, I think there is something circulating in this House. Because whenever a statement is sought, there is a mistake in that school. And the committee went there and raised a number of mistakes which are existing. And it beats no logic to really, someone could be somehow, the person who raised the statement, the Department of Education Committee have cited, or the department itself, has said that the glass was built, and there are so many cracks. These are the mistakes the honorable member was asking. You wanted the question to say, how many cracks are there? Honorable Speaker, this is a joyride in the House. The department has answered that should the work is done. And we cannot condemn Honorable Peter Kemboy to illustrate that as if actually he was raising just questions which are answered. The mistakes are there, which are supposed to be corrected, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Ngetich. It seems we have deliberated on that issue, and we have made a ruling that the Committee of Education redo the response to the raise of the statement. I think that will be in order. So there being no other business, this assembly adjourned until 17 Tuesday 9:30 of 2025. Thank you.